So before we do the journal work, I'm going to have us do the step in portion together. So it says, imagine you start at 0 and make jumps of 2 along this number line. So we start right here and we're going to take jumps of 2 along the number line. The first thing we want to do when we look at a number line is we want to check and see what the jumps are, okay, of the little tick marks on the number line. So I'm seeing a 10, 20, 0. So 10 is midway between 0 and 20, right? Okay. So we need to figure out what each of these tick marks are. Let's see if it's 1. Could it be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Yes, it's jumps of 1. Okay. So now that we've established that, we can answer our questions. So the first question says, what numbers will you land on? How do you know? So it's saying, what numbers will you land on if you make jumps of 2 starting at 0? Call out some ideas. What are some of the numbers that you would land on? Are you ready? So we know if we're starting at 0 and we're only going to make jumps of 2, we know we're going to land on numbers that are multiples of 2 or even numbers, right? Because 2 is an even number. So if we start at 0 and we count by 2, we're never going to land on an odd number if we keep counting by an even number the whole entire time, counting by 2, right? So we'll land on numbers like 10 and like 8 and 4 and 12 and 20, but we would never land on 5 because if we take jumps of 2, we skip right over 5. 5 is right here. We would skip right over 5 if we're taking jumps of 2 and start at 0. Whoops. Okay, our next question says, how many jumps will you make to reach 10? Take a minute, look at the number line you have on your screen. How many jumps do you think it will take to reach 10? Jumps of 2. Still talking about jumps of 2. Five steps of 2 is 10. Let's take a look at the number line. Number lines are really great to help us figure out how many jumps it will take to get to a number, right? So we're starting at 0. Here's 1 jump of 2, 2 jumps of 2, 3 jumps of 2, 4 jumps of 2, 5 jumps of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That brought us to 10, right? 5 jumps of 2 brought us to number 10. What equation could you write to match the jumps that you made? So this is like with the lily pads and the frogs. But instead of looking at lily pads and frogs, we're looking at our number line. We started with 0, we got to 10 in jumps of 2. What is an equation that would match? If you have a piece of paper in front of you, you can jot it down. Let's see, our little raccoon friend says 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 10, right? So he's adding 2 5 times to get 10.